Nottingham Forest having a great season, but can they finish in the top 4?
I hate to even think that this is a possibility, mainly because I have a personal tie.
You are an Everton fan, and you remember the days when y'all were fighting for relegation. Well, they done moved on, bruh.
I'm like, well, why are you that far away from me? You should be down here.
Why are all the good things happening to you and not me is what you're saying.
And also, I made a bet with MMA journalist Ariel Helwani, and I said that Everton would finish above Nottingham Forest this Premier League season.
I think that's already done.
I'm hoping either for incredible success from Everton or just a horrific collapse from Nottingham Forest.
Or Ariel Helwani forgets that happened.
Because he is if you don't know the backstory, he's a turncoat. He was an Everton fan that became a Nottingham Forest fan, and I've never forgiven him for it.
You know what? It feels justified with the base of form that they're in. I think in particular, one of the things that surprises me most about Nottingham Forest in this run-up, it's not what they're getting out of Chris Wood. It's not so much like Morgan Gibbs-White or, any other player, Callum Hudson-Odoi, who maybe isn't the most active, but certainly has been helpful. It's really what Nuno Espirito Santo has been able to do to create a team-like effort in not finishing games softly. They don't just sit back and wait for a result. They don't just hope things work their way. They seem to be going after it regardless of who's in front of them. And that is something that it must be really difficult to input in a team. You're an Everton fan, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. They sometimes will camp out and hope for a draw, right? Against that Arsenal, you did that. But I don't see that on Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is like, no, we could play against you.
Which is wild because the last few seasons, they've never even exhibited any kind of confidence.
It's like when your boy comes from sophomore year, you don't see him in the summer. It comes in junior, and like, when did you grow a foot? You're right. When did you become one of the tall guys?
So, but players perform. Callum Hudson-Odoi, even like these former Chelsea players. Leaving, and you just think like, oh, outcast. They couldn't hack it out here. And then they were you see them. Callum Hudson-Odoi is a leader on this team.
Yeah.
Plays.
And you don't see it in stats, right? But he's like balling out there.
Without a doubt. And then having Chris Wood, why is he having this kind of season?
Bro, Newcastle did not get this Chris Wood. Was he at Newcastle before? He was at Newcastle.
He's played at a couple different clubs. But I think
I'm trying to remember where he was before. Yeah, Chris Wood.
Yeah,
he was brought in with the money, and they were like, this isn't the money signing we want. But right now they're like, can we bring in Chris Wood back?
He looks spectacular, and he is getting set up perfectly for incredible opportunities. And again, just the team we saw last season when Gio Reyna was coming in because they thought he would help, and he couldn't even make the team.
No. Different Gio Reyna than what we're seeing today.
100%. But they even the game against Aston Villa, I just thought was remarkable. The level of confidence that they showed throughout the game. The first half, they obviously no teams could score. They couldn't figure a lot of stuff out. But for them to win, obviously they scored 2 goals in the last 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, this is Unai Emery, but a lot of people were seeing as like a future. People were talking about him for Manchester City when Pep leaves
against Emi Martinez, who made what some people are calling one of the greatest saves in Premier League history.
It was pretty insane,
clearing it right off the line.
Yeah.
And to the goals that they scored, they almost like made him look a little bit silly. Though I think the first one,
they got him back towards the end of the match.
And for a team like Nottingham Forest to win this game against Villa, this is the game that they need to win to make top 4, right?
Yeah.
Because that's another question. Can they actually? Now we're looking at them in top 4.
So if you pull up the table, right, let's think about some of the teams that they're currently better than that we don't think can hop over them. I can see Manchester City forcing them out of the top 4.
Of course.
You gotta believe Pep will get it right. But if you scroll down, I don't necessarily know that Bournemouth is necessarily right now better. Aston Villa, they just beat them. Fulham can be got on their day, and Brighton can be got. So can Nottingham Forest finish in the top 4? I'm gonna say no. But they damn well could finish in the top 5.
100%. Yeah, this is just even looking at this table, and you're like, what? There's something. Was there a glitch on the Yahoo Sports website?
No, this is real.
This is 100% real. And you see when Elanga gets that game winner, and he's patting his chest and he's patting the badge, and it's just like, okay, what has Nuno brought here that you know, he couldn't bring to Wolves even. He couldn't bring to Tottenham. Like what there's a
I forgot he managed Tottenham.
There's something exciting happening. And I look at teams as far as, again, teams just having fun playing in the Premier League right now. Nottingham and Chelsea, they look dynamic in their own ways. Obviously, Chelsea has way more offensive weapons, but like you mentioned earlier, like Nottingham just they don't look like they don't
cower
beneath any team.
No, they're like, we'll take it to you. And they got bodied by Manchester City and then came back and won the next week.
Yeah.
Like they have a strong team mentality, man. Nothing negative sits with them for too long and nothing positive defines who they are. They do it week after week after week. Yeah. And that is Nuno.
So in conclusion, can they continue this form? Yes, they can. I hate it. I hate every second of it.
Well, you're going to have to do something dumb because of this bet. I didn't make that bet. I want everyone to remember I got to do nothing dumb.
Whatever.
I could see, bro, imagine Nottingham Forest in the Europa. That's your worst nightmare, dude.
They won the whole Champions League.
Yeah, but that was a Champions League. That was like
1980, the European Cup
or something.
All right,
way back in the day. It was like 1855. When did they do that?
It was a great tournament. The format. That's when we really enjoyed the format back then. So shout out to everybody watching on OneFootball. We are the Cooligans. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is in the description if you like some of this stuff. But yeah, we have a lot of fun there as well. So we'll see you.
Have fun with us. How about that?